So you may have noticed this is not going to be a normal video. This is something more from my chemistry class. Basically, we had an assignment to make a chemistry related video, but we could also do something more just science related. But I'm going to work some chemistry into there, and hopefully it's pretty interesting. This is going to be about global warming and kind of the effects it has, mostly on our water, but it's more of a serious issue and it needs to be explained. So, whether you believe it or not, the Earth is actually warming up because of global warming, and a lot of the problem with that is the pollution and just the overall bad things that humans have been doing to it. Actually, the best way to show you is a video from NASA here. The video shows the increase in temperature over the Earth since basically the Industrial Revolution, which was the largest problem. You'll notice a lot of red around the North Pole and orange around the South Pole, and that's kind of melting the ice caps, and that's kind of going to affect the ocean. All of that heat is going to affect the ocean. Speaking of the oceans, as temperature increases, things tend to expand, and that's the same for the oceans. In Bill Nye's State of the World, he talks about how this affects all of the planet, actually, with all the water and everything expanding. Because believe it or not, water expands too. Before it heats up, obviously, it's going to expand. We kind of talked about this in chemistry class, and different objects expand at different rates, but water is expanding, and that does cause a problem for a lot of places. Bill Nye uses this as a demonstration as well. Take a thermometer. You get the red liquid in the ball in the bottom, inside of the thermometer, and when you heat it with either a finger, the sun, whatever, the red liquid is going to try to expand. But since it can't go out because it's in the ball, it has to go up, and that's kind of how it reads the temperature. The liquid expands, and therefore it has nowhere to go but up, and that's how you can read the temperature, and that kind of shows how water expands and everything else as well. The same idea generally applies to oceans, lakes, rivers, streams, and you can actually see that here at this beach. The water level has increased dramatically in the past few years since they added on all around here. They added bricks and things to the nice beach because the water level is so low. Well, now there's a real problem with the water level rising and hitting those bricks, covering the beach, and taking out what we put in. In fact, they put in bricks. They put in big rocks in front of the bricks to make sure they wouldn't erode with all the water. If you take a look at the beach, it is practically non-existent with all the water rushing in and getting much higher water levels than before, causing some serious issues for beachgoers and people who just want it to look pretty. An example of just how dilapidated some of this has become is right here. Actually, there's this bench right here, and then water, maybe 10 feet at most, and you can see all along the side of the river right here and down there where the water has just completely risen, brings all the rocks up here. So it means it gets to there at night or when the tide comes in, which is absolutely ridiculous. Here we can see the boat ramp to go into the water and see just how much the water level has risen lately. It's kind of ridiculous. A similar thing has been happening in Venice. You know, the streets are water in Venice, and they use canoes to get around, they use boats to get around. The thing is, that water level is rising so much, it has been flooding places. It has been flooding shops, like homes, street vendors, everything has been filling up. And you can see some pictures where people are walking over bridges. It's in knee-deep water, ankle-deep water. It varies, but that's the problem with the tides. It's affecting a lot of people there in Venice because when it floods, it's gonna flood, and it's gonna hit all bottom level houses to a foot, 2 feet. It's been fluctuating throughout time, but recently it's getting a lot worse. So what can we do to prevent rising water levels? Well, that's mainly a large global warming issue. We have to kind of cut down on the fossil fuels and go to clean energy, more renewable energy, things that don't pollute the environment. Cars have to be safer, batteries, that sort of thing is going to help us a lot. Bill and I talked to Mark Jacobson from the Solutions Project, an activist group returning the U.S. to 100% clean energy. And Jacobson and his team at UC Berkeley looked over 120 something countries to find this. With wind, solar, tidal, and geothermal energy, the world could run on completely clean, renewable energy. We wouldn't have to be relying on fossil fuels, nuclear, anything like that. We switch to 100% clean energy and run the world. If these 127 countries could just crack together clean energy of tidal, geothermal, solar, and wind. And it could fix a lot of problems with the environment, and especially the rising water, as you can see here. The main issue is more of the social aspect. A lot of people don't want to make the switch because of jobs or their beliefs or whatever, but at some point we're going to have to do it. We have to think of future generations, of our current generation, what we're doing to the earth. We live here, we don't have much of a choice. We have to really think about it, and the social aspect is what's holding us back. So I would say the best way is to stand up and want to make a change, and you could fix rising water levels, pollution, endangered species. You can fix a lot of problems the Earth has and save a lot of life. That's gonna be it for this chemistry video and science video. Go ahead and like it if you liked it, share the video if you don't share the video, subscribe for more, and I will see you all later. Take care. As temperature increases, things tend to expand. This is a similar thing to our oceans. I'm waiting for the wind.
Eventually.
Mainly a lot of main global issue. But... So what we can do to prevent